It doesn't matter how beautiful a thing is painted, it is no good if it isn't right, it's got to come out. What does it matter how you do it? Paint it with a shovel if you can't get your effect any other way. This is a quote from Sir John Everett Millais. Today we are going to learn about this artist and what brotherhood he founded. See you on the other side.
The Sunday Painter. Please click and subscribe, hit the like button, and don't forget the little bell so you will be the first when we have an inspirational idea.
Sir John Everett Millais, 1829 to 1896, was an English painter and illustrator who was one of the founders of the Pre Raphaelite Brotherhood. We'll talk about the Brotherhood later in the video. The youngest of three siblings, John Everett Millais was born into a comfortable middle-class military family. His father, John William Millais, was a keen Sunday painter, and John, and his brother William, would become heirs to their father's love of art. Homeschooled by his mother, Mary, he enjoyed an idyllic childhood. Millais' talent for art was fully embraced by his parents. Their faith in their 9-year-old son's ability saw the entire family relocate to London in 1838, where he could begin to study art seriously. Despite his fine training, Millais would tire of what he felt were the narrow practices of the old masters. The Academy placed on the excellence of Renaissance artists. In 1848 he joined a clandestine group of 7 young artists made up of fellow Academy students. The group would go by the name of the Pre Raphaelite Brotherhood. The Pre Raphaelite Brotherhood was a group of English painters, poets, and art critics. The group sought a return to the abundant detail, intense colors, and complex compositions of Quattrocento Italian art. They believed in classical poses, and elegant compositions of Raphael in particular had been a corrupting influence on the academic teaching of art, hence the name Pre-Raphaelite. Pre-Raphaelites turned to the medieval period as a stylistic model and as an ideal for the synthesis of art and life in the applied arts. Their revival of medieval styles, stories, and methods of production greatly influenced the development of the arts and crafts and Art Nouveau design movements. Millais, a painter often praised for his idealized approach to his subject matter, and sought to bring naturalism and realistic detail back to painting. By the late 1850s Millais was becoming more and more versatile. He also began to practice using his own children as models. He soon gained a widespread recognition for his ability to capture the essence of childhood, receiving several commissions for children's portraits. In addition to his commissions, and his eagerness to sell prints of his paintings, he took on commercial jobs. He started to obtain a steady income from the sale of his paintings, for which there was a growing demand. Millais played a key role in modernizing art in 19th-century Britain. He provided inspiration for many different artists, not least Vincent van Gogh, who was influenced by his Scottish landscapes. The air of mystery with which he rendered many of his figures, and the ambiguous narratives in many of his paintings were created after he moved away from the Pre-Raphaelite style, paving the way for the works of its key members, Burne-Jones, Rossetti, and Whistler. Millais also made a decisive historical impact on the mass reproduction of fine art. His forward thinking would see him produce paintings on the explicit understanding that his dealers would turn them into prints. The last decades of Millais' life were busy. 1870s onwards demonstrate Millais' reverence for old masters such as Joshua Reynolds and Velázquez. Many of these paintings were of a historical theme. His interest in subjects connected to Britain's history and expanding empire. In 1896 he achieved crowning professional success when he was elected President of the Royal Academy. He died soon after this and is buried in London, in St. Paul's Cathedral. When Millais died in 1896, the Prince of Wales, later to become King Edward VII, chaired a memorial committee which commissioned a statue of the artist. Well, as always, there is a lot more to Millais' story, and I hope this piques your curiosity. If you like the video, please subscribe for more art information. Also check the links in the description to help you move your art forward. Thanks for watching.